Hi, hello, little wanderers, and welcome back to Wandering Readings. If you are new here, my name is Andrea, and this, as I said, is Wandering Readings. In today's video, I thought I'd go over all of the things that I use to read, track my reading, all the things, because there is quite a few things I use, from Notion, from a physical reading journal, to all different types of methods to track everything. So why not share it? To start off, I use my phone. I use my phone to use my Notion page, as well as sometimes I use the Kobo app on my phone, as well as same with my iPad, but the main thing that I use is my phone. I also use my laptop to track my Kobo reads. Not necessarily my Kobo reads, but I use my laptop to update my Notion spread and make sure my Goodreads is up to date. And then I also read with some physical books. I personally love physical books. They are like my all-time favorite thing in the entire planet. I'm starting Redeemed by Lauren Asher, which is the very last book in the Dirty Air series, and I'm very excited to finish it. But I just love physically reading and having the books in my hand. However, when there's the times that I can't necessarily have my books with me, which is like when I am traveling a lot or at school, which is at my university housing, I can't have my physical books with me. So for that, I have the Kobo Clara. This is the Kobo Clara color. I got it as a graduation present from graduating my undergrad last fall. I graduated in the summer, but it took a while to convince my parents that this was what I really wanted for my graduation present. So this is what I tend to read a lot on when I'm away. I bring it also with me whenever I go visit my grandma. Instead of bringing like 2 books, I'll bring like a physical book and this, because this holds a lot of books. The last book that I read on here was Lessons in Faking, which I gave 4 stars. I do have the physical copy of it, but it's on Kobo Plus, which, speaking of my Kobo, I do tend to pay for the Kobo Plus and Kobo VIP membership, just because I like the ability to be able to like see what they have in the free books. And I love that with Kobo Plus, it is unlimited books that you can download. Unlike Kindle Unlimited, you have a limit. This one you do not. So I could have as many books as I want from Kobo Plus all on there, which also very much easily syncs with my phone that I tend to read a lot on as well. Especially when I'm at school, if I'm like flip-flopping between my house and my school, I don't tend to want to pull my book out. I tend to will read on my phone, or I'll sync it and read on my laptop or iPad in class, which is something you shouldn't do, but I do. So, and then next up, I have, for tracking purposes, I have my reading journal, which you guys have seen quite a bit of this year already. We saw it at the beginning of this year, and then just a few weeks ago with updating it. I tend to track mainly my general reviews after I put them in Notion, because it takes me a while to put them in here, as well as just like the books that I've read so far for the entire year. My favorite spread, I think, this year has to be, ooh, this is hard, but I definitely always say like my mini cover spread is one of my favorite spreads in this journal, because I love seeing all the actual books come together and see a visual of everything, which this is yet to be updated. I have read another book since that, so I have another row down. And then finally, the last thing that I use, which is currently charging, so I'm going to unplug it, is my laptop. This is where I mainly use my Notion tracker, which, if you didn't watch last year's video, I shared with you my Notion bookshelf and how I track all of my books and all the pages that I have to organize everything, which I will link that video for you guys so you guys can check that out. I think it was my most popular video last year that I posted, but I absolutely adore my laptop, tracking, Notion, all the things. Something else that I really like to track my books on is Fable. I tend to use that over Goodreads just because I like Fable's integration, as well as the fact that it has a streak. I'm currently on like 400 something days for my streak, so I'm very proud of it. But yeah, that is everything that I use to read, track, and all the fun things. Let me know in the comments down below what you use to read and track. If you are a physical or an ebook girly or boy, doesn't really matter. But if you prefer ebooks, physical books, are you a morning or night person too? Because I tend to read a lot more at night than I do in the morning. In the morning, it takes me forever to like want to read, whereas at nighttime I'm like, okay, let's read. So let me know if you are a physical or ebook person, and if you are a night or daytime reader, night or morning reader. So I will see you guys next week for another video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!